community without guidance becomes a community without future. There is a saying I grew up hearing. Yon ti moun, c'est responsabilité toute communauté. A child is the responsibility of the entire community. Somewhere along the way, we forgot that. Today, I want to talk about something simple, but powerful. Guidance. Not just parental guidance, community guidance. Because no matter how strong a kid is, no matter how smart they are, without direction, they drift. And when an entire generation drifts, the whole community sinks. When guidance fades, confusion takes over. Look around today. People aren't bad, they're lost. They're overwhelmed, overstimulated, and undersupported. We're living in a time where everyone is connected online, but disconnected in real life. Children who grow up without guidance don't just struggle. They start believing that guidance is a form of control, that advice is an attack, that discipline is an oppression. And that's how you end up with a generation that can't tell the difference between a leader and a follower pretending to be one. Community used to be apparent. When I was growing up, and when many of you were, you could get corrected by any adult in the neighborhood. If you acted up at school, your parents knew before you even got home. There were eyes on you, not to judge you, but to protect you. Back then, the community raised children together. Everyone felt responsible. Everyone contributed. Today, people barely feel responsible for themselves, let alone someone else's child. And it's not because we don't care. It's because we're scared of backlash, scared of getting involved, scared of a world that tells us, mind your business. But the truth is, nobody wants to say when the community minds its business too much, the children lose their minds completely. The duty we forgot we had. Guidance is not a luxury. It's not a nice thing to do. Guidance is a cultural duty, a spiritual duty, a generational duty. Every generation has one mission: prepare the next one. But when the adults are distracted, the children raise themselves on their instincts, their impulses, and their trauma. And trauma doesn't build nations. Guidance does. Mentorship is not about DNA. A lot of people think, well, that's not my kid, not my problem. But that's not how community works. A broken child becomes a broken adult, and a broken adult becomes everyone's problem. Crime, instability, tension, imbalance. That's the interest we pay on the debt we refuse to settle early. Even if a child doesn't share your DNA, they share your destiny, because the environment they go into is the environment you will go all in. Let me be clear. Kids don't need perfect adults. They just need present ones. You don't have every answer. You just need to be someone who listens, someone who shows up, someone who cares enough to say, you're going the wrong way. Try this direction instead. That small act can save a life, can change a path, can rewrite a future. The community we want begins with the adult we choose to be. If we want a stronger community, if we want a future that's stable, if we want our culture to survive, we need to guide our children intentionally, not with fear, not with ego, but with wisdom, patience, and presence. We can't complain about the world around us if we're not willing to shape the world coming after us. The future doesn't start tomorrow. It starts with the guidance we give today. I'm with Mac Billow, the only one for On Camera, and this is Deep Thought. Until next time, with love.